9871. Siapa? Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa sayyiati a'malina man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Usikum wa iyaya awlan bittaqwallah faqad fazal muttaqun. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, to all the sisters and brothers, we are going to continue with our morning dua, following with a dua for Arwah Abdul Latif bin Muhammad Yusuf and all the Jama'ah's family who have passed away, Dato' Abdul Karim, and also the father of Sister Aisha, that one is Dato' Abdullah Yusuf, Abdullah Yusuf. And also we will make a prayer for the brother of Sister Ajwa, brother Muhammad Khairul Azhar, is in ICU but is improving, alhamdulillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد نبيا اللهم زدني علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وعافهم واعف عنهم وأكرم نزولهم وواسع مدخلهم واغسلهم بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقيهم من الخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس اللهم أبدلهم دارا خيرا من دارهم وأهلا خيرا من أهلهم وزوجا خيرا من زوجهم اللهم أدخلهم جنتك وجرهم من عذاب القبر وعذاب النار اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان اللهم لا تحرمنا أجرهم ولا تدلنا بعضهم اللهم أنت شافع لا شفاعة إلا شفاء عيش في محمد خير أزهر يا رحمن يا رحيم يا جل الجلال والإكرام يا رب العالمين. All praise due to Allah Rabbul Alameen, the creator, the sustainer, the provider, the one who gives us everything that we have been asking and things that we don't even ask from Allah Rabbul Alameen, and He still gives to all of us. Brother and sister, example, we didn't ask Allah to give us oxygen. Now none of us think about that. But Allah is giving us free oxygen. And that's why until today we are living. Meaning most of the time we take things for granted. But Allah, the merciful, the all-giving, when He created something, He provides them their provision, how to survive. Those who are thankful to Allah, Allah will increase His blessing. But those who are not thankful to Allah, that's all they will get. They will get everything here, nothing in the future. The reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be thankful to Him, so that you get both. In this life, you get the comfort of the dunya, and you get the comfort of akhirah. This is something that only the believing people will understand. For those who don't have faith, they don't think about their future. They just think about dunya. And that's why Allah said, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَا يَقُولُ رَبَّنَا آتِينَا فِي الدُّنْيَا وَمَا لَهُ مِنْ آخِرٍ مِنْ خَلَقٍ. There are a group of people just want comfort in this life, and Allah will give it to them. They have their happiness, but we know how happy you are in this life, everything is temporary and is going to go off. وَمِنْهُمْ, and then Allah said again, the wise people are those مَا يَقُولُ رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ, who want the comfort of this life, but in the same time they want to have a comfort in the hereafter. That means they want to be a balanced life, and they want happiness from both worlds. And these are the wise people. That's why we are here. We get ourselves involved in a lot of good activities, doing all the good deeds purely for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alameen, to seek His pleasure and His rida. In the Quran, Allah always reminds us, وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ. You are not commanded by Allah Rabbul Alameen to do more than two things. Number one, to worship Allah. That is the best form of showing your gratitude, your shukr to Allah. That is the best way to show yourself, to remind yourself, and to prove to Allah that I remember you, O Allah. And Allah said, Aqimus salah li zikri. Establish your prayer so that you remember me. When you establish your prayer on time, that is a sign that you are remembering Allah. Then Allah Rabbul Alameen want us to be istiqamah. Whatever we do, sisters and brothers, even the little good deeds that we are doing, be consistent. Don't just do for the sake of doing, then after that you just abandon it. No. Be consistent. The Prophet ﷺ like to do something, even it's little, but very consistent. And this is very important so that we have a good ending. You can be good now, but then after that, you stop doing good things. And then you are starting to do the other things that is not good. We do not know our ending, whether we end in good or bad. But we always ask Allah to give us a good ending, and to have a good ending, whatever good thing that you're doing, you keep on doing it. Don't abandon the good deeds. And this is very important. We also ask Allah Rabbul Alameen to remind us how to be sincere in following His deen. First thing, to worship Allah. The second one is mukhlisin lahuddin. Meaning, we must be sure that whatever we do following the deen of Islam, we are doing sincerely for Allah. No hidden agenda. I'm not doing this to please anybody, but to please Allah Rabbul Alameen. That's all. Because when you are sincere to all the sisters and the brother, you will find peace in yourself, because you are doing for the sake of Allah. Whether the people appreciate you or not, it's up to them. Today the world is very unique. What happened to us today? We found out that there are times the parents' sincerity towards the children is true. Whatever we can give the children, we'll give the children. We didn't expect anything in return. Do you agree with me? Yeah. We didn't expect anything in return from our children. We give them the best. Even they disobey us, we still give in. Even they are not thankful, we still give. Because our condition in giving to our children is no limit. Unconditional love for our children. We hope that our children also give that back to us when the time comes for them to give. Alhamdulillah, sometimes we have righteous children who just love to serve and be dutiful to their parent. When the parent become helpless, when we become a big child, we also become helpless sometimes. But even if you can't do a lot to your parent, at least don't hurt them. You can't serve them, you don't have the means. But don't hurt them. Especially through your body language and your words. Don't do that. That's why Allah reminds us, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And then He said, وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. In Surah Isra, Allah is guiding us how to be thankful to Allah after worshipping Allah. you must learn how to honor your parent, how to love them, like how they have loved you when you are a baby. And then Allah Rabbul Alamin said, وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ. You have no right to raise up your voice to your parent. Unless, they can't hear you when you speak softly. So you have to raise up your voice, not to show disrespect, but just to make sure they hear you is okay. وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا. Don't disrespect them. وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. If you want to say anything, Kareem, honor them. Use the best word. That's all you have to do. In the time of the Prophet, the child who's taking care of their parent, wash them, clean them, feed them, dress them. Then once they asked the Prophet, is that enough? The Prophet said, no. Number one. And they asked the Prophet about things that the parent keep on asking. Should I keep on giving them? The Prophet said, you and all your property belong to them. Meaning, when our parent wants something from us, if you have, you cannot say, enough, Father. Mom, I give you enough already. You cannot say that. I think good parents don't want to burden their children. But when they ask, means maybe they need. Don't say enough. I give you more than enough. How can you say more than enough? Astaghfirullah. Yeah? And sometimes the worst thing happen among our society today is the not yet Muslims sometimes also have that problem, and now that kind of disease is spreading among Muslim children, where children cursing their parent. There are Muslim children threaten their parent, their mother, force the mother to give whatever she have, because he is a drug addict. He don't care. If the mother don't give, he want to beat the mother. We hope the law will come and protect the right of the mother. This kind of person have no right to live in that house. I think it's better for him to live behind the bars, to discipline him. It's a crime. It's a big sin to show disrespect to your parent, especially when they want to beat the parent. How can they do that? Number two, there are children who Allah give them extra, alhamdulillah. But there are times, when they get very angry with your parent. Even how angry you are to your parent, you have no right to show disrespect. Only use your wisdom to talk to them nicely. Qawlan karima. You can talk to them, but with beautiful words. Yeah. Sometimes you have children who are very mean. They buy food and they'll tell their parent, this is the only food that is halal for you. Other than that, haram. You cannot take. And what I say is because it's happening. What right do you have as a children to do that? You have no right at all. You have no right because you belong to your parent. Even how bad they are. I never seen any parent say this to their children. Whatever they brought home, it's up to them to enjoy the food. Yeah. May Allah protect us from all these un-Islamic, immoral words. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive them also. Children who are following their desire, saying words out of anger, not guided by the Islamic principle. To say such words is better to be silent. If you don't want to buy food to the parents, don't buy. They will survive. With water, inshallah. We will survive. But don't ever use word to hurt them. The chapter that we are going to discuss about funeral. If you are rude, cruel to your parent, we are worried the ending will be very bad. You remember the time of the Prophet, there is a child who is going to die and he was suffering. It's like the angel of death pull his soul, leave it again. Pull and leave it. And nobody can help him. It's because he have hurt the mother. And the mother said, I will not forgive him. You see, children say, I don't forgive my mother. No value. There's no weight for that. But when a mother says, I don't forgive you, this is serious. And that's why you hardly see a mother say to the children, I will not forgive you. Hardly you come across, because parents, by saying this, they are saying this to themselves because the children is part of them. But children don't feel that. So it is a blessing if you have children who are righteous, because this is the best asset. Yeah. Inshallah, we always pray that Allah give us righteous children. But if you encounter all this, please remember, you don't have to worry, because they have no right to say this to you. Eat this, don't eat that, that's haram. They have no right to say that anything they bring home is haram for you. No. You have all the right to consume. But being a mother, if your children say this to you, I don't think you can eat. I don't think you can swallow. I think you prefer to fast than to eat a food and then you know your children is saying to you, haram. Number one, it is haram for the children to say this word to the parent. Number one. Number two, it is haram for the children to buy things and he said haram for you. This is for so and so. You cannot do that. And we hope if our husband is around, we have children saying to our wife, their mother, you should stop them. Talk to them. You cannot just be quiet. That means you are supporting. You must also demand your children to say and ask forgiveness from their parent, their mother. Even how wrong the mother is, how wrong the father is, they have no right to use that word. Yeah. I'm just sharing to all the elder sisters and the brothers about knowing your right. But because we are human, we don't feel like eating anymore. If your children say this to us. Yeah. Especially when it comes to food, don't do that. Yeah. Because we all want to have a good ending, inshallah. Now before I continue, few important things that I like to clear here is number one, about the coming Wednesday class. On the 9th is a very important day for the country. So everybody will be very, very busy doing what they have to do. So it's just because even the government have declared a holiday. So we will take a break on the coming Wednesday. Yeah. Number two is about this month. This month is the month of Sha'ban. Normally, when it comes to Sha'ban, you will come across a lot of people who will encourage us to fast in Nisful Sha'ban, the middle of Sha'ban. Now, fasting 13, 14, 15 of every month is a sunnah. Yeah? They used to say Ayyamul Abiyad, the white days. Fasting in general, Monday, Thursday, 13, 14, 15 of every month is a sunnah in general. Yeah? But to say that there is a special reward when it comes to Nisful Sha'ban, yeah? All the hadiths refer to this signification, kelebihan, when you fast in Nisful Sha'ban on the daytime and you pray at night. Not even one single hadith is authentic. Non-authentic. Anything to do with this Nisful Sha'ban, to pray with special raka'at and to fast at daytime, either it is da'if, very weak hadith, and also is known as hadith mawdu'an, false hadith. It started from the Sufis who try to do a lot of good things. But you must remember, brother and sister, Islam is a perfect religion. If it is there, the Prophet himself will do it, number one. And if the Prophet had been doing it, the companion will follow up. Because the companion loves to follow the Prophet's teaching. But you never come across that the companion confirmed that. It's hearsay. In Islam, it's very important for us to understand two parts, two hukum. Number one is why the Prophet said, Iyyakum al-muhdathatul umur. Be careful of new thing that is going to creep into the religion, known as innovation. Why our Prophet alerted us 1,400 years ago about the danger of new methods in religion, about innovation? Because the Prophet was given by Allah the knowledge about what is going to happen in the future. That this ummah is going to start to introduce innovation in the religion. Plus, we like to plus more than minus. Because we had the feeling the more we do, the more we get. Yes, sometimes the more sadaqah, then you get more. But sadaqah, no. When it comes to money, I give the less. When it comes to deed, I want to do extra. Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu said, whoever said that what you do is better, nothing wrong, even the Prophet never did it, even the companion do not do it, it's okay. Meaning you are telling the people that you know better about the religion than the Prophet, than the companions of the Prophet. Na'udzu billahi min zalik. You have no right to make yourself feel good about doing something that has not been done by the Prophet. You can't do that. That means you are telling the people, I think, I know better than the Prophet. But if something happened in the time of the Prophet, from the companions, and the Prophet confirmed, Alhamdulillah. Or maybe people say, yeah, because of that, if the Prophet is alive today, he will also confirm and agree with me. You can't do that. You cannot compare yourself with the companion. There's no way for you to compare yourself. Even the Prophet have confirmed, Khairun nas qarni. The best people are the people who live in my time. They are not like you, like me. No, no, no. When Allah called them to contribute, in fact, Abu Bakr gave everything. Where can you get a people like that today? Omar gave half. We can't. We don't have the same kind of iman like them. But may Allah wa alaikum salam protect us. Now, I'd like to remind all the good sisters and brothers, what is the innovation that is very dangerous? Two. One is the innovation haqiqiyah, that no basis at all from the Quran or from the Sunnah. Zero basis, no reference at all. It's just, I think, my opinion. Completely you cannot entertain. Don't entertain at all. Yeah, out. Good, you do this, you get 10,000 reward. Out. Yeah. That's number one. The second one, they said, is idafiyah, innovation idafiyah. What is idafiyah? Idafiyah, just an example. Allah Rabbul Alameen said in Surah Ahzab, verse 41 to 42, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu zkurullah zikran kathira wasabbihuhu bukratan wa asila. Allah is telling us, O you who believe, remember Allah as much as possible. Remember Allah a lot. This is what Allah said. And glorify Allah Rabbul Alameen every morning and evening. This is a general order. Command us to remember Allah a lot. Now, to remember Allah is there, the hukum zikr. But when you want to fix, you say, if you remember Allah's name, Ghaniyun, Ya Ghanin, Ya Ghanin, Ya Ghanin, 10,000, you get so much reward. Now, that one is called idafiyah. You add something that is not there at all. But there is some basic guidance. Remember Allah a lot, there is. But when you fix the number that the Prophet never fixed, that is called additional innovation. Idafiyah. You understand that? Yeah. That means you add something There is, the basic is there, but you add something and say, this is good. Who give you the right to say this is good if there's no evidence to say that? But you can remember Allah even 1,000,000 times, no problem. But you cannot say, if you remember Allah 1,000,000 times, you will get such reward. No. Like I always say to the Muslim brother and sister, when you hear somebody pass away and you have the means to participate in the funeral prayer, go and participate. Because the Prophet said, whoever perform a funeral prayer, they got a reward of 1 qirat, the reward of 1 mount of Uhud, Medina. If you have the means to send the funeral to the graveyard, you get 2 qirat. The Prophet said, then you can say it. But you cannot add, you get 10 qirat. No, you cannot say 10 qirat. Who gives you the number 10? You have no right to do that. Or you may try to acknowledge, you say, لِكُلِّ حَسَنَ أَشْرُ أَمْسَارِيَا. Every good deed, Allah will multiply the reward 10 times. But yes, it's up to Allah. But who give you the right to say 10 Mount of Uhud? The Prophet just says 1, you said 1. Don't add 2 or 3 or 10. No. Yeah, this is important. And sometimes, to all the good sisters and what we have been learning about Islam, we must be very careful what we receive from our friend. Anything that we receive, we must check whether it is authentic or not. If not, we don't promote it at all. We stop there. When it come to me, come to you, you have the right to check. One is confirmed, authentic, we share. One is not, we stop there. Tawqifiyah. Don't share something that is not authentic. But I don't blame all of us because we are not exposed to all these things. So it's good for you to double check first before you act upon it. Like Nisful Sha'ban. You want to do anything, you must check. Even Imam Nawawi remind us that any special prayer in the month of Rajab and Sha'ban is non-authentic. Many things, yeah. If you want to look into it, you can find a lot of hadith that people brought to us. It's not authentic at all. But so happen we, the public, love to do amal. I would recommend them just focus on what that was recommended by the Prophet. Even then, we can't do it. There are so many things that Prophet recommend us. We have not been following his sunnah. But now we are going to get into things that the Prophet don't recommend us. And that's why shaitan divert us. Doing things that displease Allah without you knowing, but with good intention. Good intention do not allow you to do anything you like. No. Remember that. Good intention do not allow you to do anything you like. Building a mosque, is that a good intention, brothers and sisters? Good. Who say building a mosque is bad? Well, why did Allah say to the Prophet in Surah At-Tawbah, لا تقم فيه أبدا والذين اتخذوا مسجدا ضرارا وكفرا وتفريقا بين المؤمنين. There's a group of Muslims at the time of the Prophet who built masjid, and they invite the Prophet to come and officiate it. And the Prophet was on the way to the masjid. But then the verses of Allah was revealed. Whoever built a masjid with a hidden agenda to destroy the ummah, to divide them, because they are not appointed to be an AJK of one masjid, so they are upset. They start to build their own masjid. It's not to unite, it's to divide, but under the name masjid. What did Allah say to the Prophet? La taqum fihi abada. Allah said to the Prophet, you are not allowed to enter and pray in that mosque forever. abada. Good intention. Masjid. Who knows what is their intention? We thought that, oh, masjid is good. But if your intention is not to strengthen the ummah, if your intention to stop people from teaching the book of Allah in the masjid, Quran or the Sunnah of the Prophet, then it cannot be masjid taqwa. There are only two types of masjids: masjid taqwa and masjid dirar. Masjid taqwa is a mosque that is there to unite the ummah, and whatever they are going to teach the people in that particular masjid is based on the book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet. Because Allah talk about masjid in the Quran, and then the Prophet talk about masjid. So you must allow the masjid to function, that the words of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet is been established. And this is important. The intention is very important. Okay. So, in brief, you want to fast 13, 14, 15 days of Sha'ban following the general Sunnah, carry on. No problem. But to say that you get so much reward because of that, you don't say that. Leave it to Allah. Yeah. There's no special prayer for Nisful Sha'ban. Fasting, yes. Just fast. No special prayer. There are people who say, if you do this, you recite this, and then you get this reward, risky, and all these things. All these are not based on the authentic hadith. Yeah? A lot of people are doing, brothers and sisters, because we are not aware about whether it is from the hadith or not. And if from the hadith, we are not sure whether this is authentic or not. Yeah? So let us do what is authentic first, and leave what is not authentic, so that we don't waste our time. And this is very important. One hadith that I like to share from the wife of our Prophet ﷺ. Very unique hadith. From Sahih Muslim, Aisha said that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ will fast, to the extent that I never seen him break his fast. I thought that he's going to fast Sha'ban the whole month like Ramadan. Then there's another hadith from her. The Prophet was eating in the month of Sha'ban almost the whole month, and I don't see him fasting. One said, I never seen the Prophet stop fasting in the month of Sha'ban. And then I said, he keep on eating the month of Sha'ban, and never see him fasting. And both hadiths are sahih. So this is to show us, brothers and sisters, that the Prophet sometimes fasts and sometimes he do not. That's why you have the two different two hadiths mentioned by Aisha, because when you want to fast, who know you're fasting more than your wife? Outside, you can just say, I'm not eating now, I'm not hungry. But at home, because when you want to fast, meaning you will have sahur. The Prophet, each time when he want to fast, whether of fard or sunnah, he will make sure he has sahur. So when you wake up for sahur, you know normally who are the one who prepare sahur. Even the wife is not fasting, the wife will wake up and prepare sahur to serve their husband. Normally it's like that. But it's better in the future if you know your wife is not fasting with you. You don't have to wake her up. Let her rest. They can prepare everything beforehand. So you yourself wake up like a Pink Panther, silently, and then just go to the to the kitchen, and everything is ready. Just heat up, and then you eat your sahur. Show some mercy, to the wife who is not fasting, especially when they have their period. They need more rest. But the sacrifice of the woman is always greater than the man. They don't mind. So in brief, brothers and sisters, to perform special prayer, 100 raka'at, to recite Surah Ikhlas 10 times, together in a group. All these have nothing to do with any authentic hadith. Either you found it in the hadith that is weak or false hadith. There's a lot of scholars have confirmed that anything to do with Nisful Sha'ban, especially the prayer, about fasting there is, about a special prayer, is false. Don't do it. Coming back to fasting of Ramadan, that is coming very soon, inshallah. We know what is happening here in the Markaz. The Prophet ﷺ at the end of the day also remind us with the reminder of Allah, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. The reason that Allah wants us to fast is to attain taqwa. The reason of fasting. The reason Allah wants us to believe in the Quran is to attain taqwa. The reason Allah wants us to be a witness, true witnesses to something that is wrong, is to attain taqwa. What is taqwa? I mentioned last week, if I'm not wrong, last week I did mention. Taqwa means something is there to protect you, protect yourself from hellfire, from doing things that displease Allah. So you become stronger. Fasting will protect us. In the Quran, in the Hadith Qudsi, Allah said, As-sawmu junnah. Fasting is like a shield to protect you. But furthermore, inshallah, we will emphasize more detail about the coming Ramadan in the coming class, inshallah. And when Ramadan come in, almost every night we have some about 20 to half an hour reminder how to benefit the Rahman of Ramadan to the maximum. Not only to pray Qiyam Ramadan, but how you can benefit from the month of Ramadan so that we become a better person. But before that, brothers and sisters, especially to the sisters, whoever are aware and you remember there are days of fasting days that you miss last year and before, please try your best to clear it before this Ramadan come in, so that you enter Ramadan with a clean sheet of paper. No more debt. Clean. You start everything new. How to do that? If you want to know more, you can approach us and let us guide you. Allah, who loves us so much, have shown us ways to redeem what we miss. Example, breastfeeding for pregnant mothers. You know that when you are having baby, the baby has right upon you. You cannot say, no, I want to fast. I don't care about the baby. The baby also have to fast. No, the baby don't have to fast. The baby want to eat, and he don't eat a lot. He just want the right from you. No, they have right upon you. Unless you don't have any milk, you don't produce any milk, then of course, but still, you have to feed the baby, yeah, with other meals. But if you, Allah give you the milk, you cannot stop the baby. Oh, I want to take care of my health. No, my body is more important than my baby. No, the baby is more important than your body. Remember that. The baby is more important than your body. No, because my body, I have to keep it for my husband. If not, then my husband don't complain. No. A good husband will never stop you from feeding the baby, because that is the right of the baby towards the mother. Yeah. So when you are feeding your baby, you know you need to have good food to produce good milk. And that's why Allah Rabbul Alameen and the Prophet allow us to break our fast, to honor the right of the baby, but only for the mother, not for the father. But the father don't breastfeed. Yeah? He just gives some other milk to the baby. It's not that he is feeding the baby. Yeah? It comes from the mother. So if you will fast, it may cause harm to the baby, and that is not allowed in Islam. Now you are going to breastfeed the baby not only 1 month, for 2 years. Now if you are a healthy woman, you eat your sahur, you feel alhamdulillah, everything is good, no problem. But if you know that by fasting it may cause harm and you may have a lot of nutrition problem, then you eat and you feed your baby, then you redeem your fast by paying fidyah. Allah show us option. He is not here to torture us, no. Fasting is not here to punish you, no. Just to help you, yeah, to strengthen your iman so that you attain taqwa, that you can protect yourself better. But if you have a reason not to fast, then Allah said, either you fast another month, but you are going to breastfeed the children for years, not just a month of Ramadan. So another option, you pay fidyah. But after 2 years feeding the baby, and you have paid your fidyah, every day you pay, yeah, the food for a poor person for 2 main meal, lunch and dinner. After 2 years, now you are very healthy, you want to pay back the day that you miss, you want to fast again, you can do. But then the fidyah becomes sadaqah. Fidyah is wajib in the beginning. But if you want to fast, if you think you want to fast after 2 years of breastfeeding, then the fidyah become a sadaqah. But if you do not want to fast and pay back, then your fidyah is sufficient, yeah, as an option that Allah have offered, yeah, His ummah, the woman, to show us Islam is a very practical religion. It's not here to make our life difficult. Yeah. Some people may say fidyah also is a must, and paying back a day for a day also a must. There is the opinion of the people, not from the Quran. Yeah. The Quran said either you fast a day for a day or you redeem with fidyah. That's all. Yeah. Now let us come back, yeah, to the book, page 220. Last week we talked about the type of graveyard that our Prophet loved his ummah to have. Is to have a lahat. It's like a drawer, a compartment. You dig the ground down and then you dig sideways. It's like a drawer, a compartment you can put the body in. But if you can't do it because of the earth that we are living in, our environment, then you can dig just the hole straight down. But then, like what we are doing in our country, majority of the graveyard, then you dig at the middle another hole again, so that the body will go into that part, and then you put some plywood above, and then now the earth is going to be thrown down, but not hitting the body directly. But I want to alert all of us, through my experience last few days, the mind, sometimes the people put the plywood too far away from the body. Don't do that. The plywood should be very close to the body, because we want the body to have direct contact with the earth. It can decay faster. Don't separate the body and the plywood too far away. The best thing is to put the plywood flat down. Now, after the body is been put into the middle hole, and now there's space for those who are down there to step on. Now, when he's coming up, one by one, he put the plank of plywood, and then when everything is done, he can still stand on the side. And if you do not want the earth to be thrown down, hitting the plywood directly, then you can take something to help, to make sure that the earth come down slowly. But you don't separate the body with the plywood too far away. Don't do that. And also the Prophet ﷺ encouraged those who are close to the burial ground and near the mayat. Normally you will support the one down there by passing them some earth that you have gathered together to support the position of mayat, so that they will try to push the body facing the Qibla, sideways. So they need to have some extra earth to support. So those who's on the top, you pass down the earth that you have collected. But the Prophet ﷺ encouraged us not just to pass it down to the person who is inside the hole there, without saying Bismillah wa ala millati Rasulillah, or Bismillah wa ala sunnati Rasulillah. A lot of people are not aware of all this sunnah of the Prophet. But we are now educating whoever is around, tell them what to do. Now, in the same time, to all the sisters, you remember, each time when we want to start our class, we recite a dua together. Raditu billahi rabba, wa bil islami dina, wa bi muhammadin nabiyya. Please don't forget to recite this dua, because this is the thing that we are going to be questioned when we are in the grave by Munkar and Nakir. Who is your Lord? But we have been saying, Allah, Raditu billahi rabba, I'm pleased Allah is my Lord. So it's easy for you to answer. And they ask you again, what is your religion? Wabil Islami Dina. You have been saying Islam is my religion. And who is your prophet? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is my prophet. So if you keep on reciting this and try your best to follow what you have said, that means whatever Allah wants you to do, you try your best to do it to please Allah. And whatever Islam said, you just have to follow the Islamic ruling, not the tradition, but Islam, because tradition has no value. When you go down, no question on adat. What is your adat? What do you do? No question. They only ask you about your religion. And don't worry about this imam, the imam. No scholar's name will be asked. If he asks you, who is your scholar? Then you have so many ustad to mention. No. He don't ask about your ustaz. He don't ask about which imam you came from. You believe in which imam. You don't have to say that. You just say Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Khalas. Simple as that. That's why Islam is very simple, straightforward. Today we have problems. Somebody used to remind me when I was new in Islam, oh, you must have a mazhab, because in the grave you'll be asked about your imam, and your imam must be Hanafi or Maliki or Shafi'i or Hanbali. Who taught you this? No. The Prophet never said this. Who know about what is going to happen in the graveyard more than the Prophet? Yeah. So, raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi muhammadan nabiyya. Don't forget to keep on reciting it and understand and try your best to follow. Yeah. Now we are talking about husband. It is permissible for a husband to place his dead wife in her grave. Aisha radiallahu anha, the mother of the believers, reported that Allah's messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't forget to say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, came to her on the day when his fatal illness started. She complained about a headache that she had by saying, oh my head, oh my head. Yeah, normally when we got head problem, we thought head. If your hand ache, hand. You got leg pain, leg. And that is very normal. We read according to the pain. You know? Stomach pain. Yeah. Toothache is very common. Yeah. Then he said, what did anzal kana wa ana hayyun? I wish that death would have come to you while I am alive. Sometimes if you are sensitive, why you hope me to die first? Huh? I'm a young girl, you know, and then you want me to die before you? The reason the Prophet said that, I would then prepare you and bury you, because it's easy for the man, yeah, to do the washing compared with the woman, and to carry the body and to bury the body. Yeah. This stirred Aisha's jealousy, who said, I would expect you on such a day enjoying one of your wives. You see how Aisha respond? You said to me, I hope you will die first, or you die earlier. No. So Aisha get jealous. Of course, young people always have that kind of feeling, you know. The oldies are more patient. Yeah. The young one always are more jealous, because the expectation is always more. Yeah. It's just like our children, you see. If you have grandchildren, you see the younger ones always want mine. Everything is his. No, he don't want to share with their brother. No, mine. My one. Only his. He want to control. Always like that. The younger one always want to have more control. And that's why when you have more children, you see your time is more to the younger one. And then you want the elder to sacrifice already. No, give in. Go and don't take away. Give lah. And then make the eldest one get very, very unhappy. So without you, he's going to pinch the younger brother. No, he's going to punish the younger brother. And then when the young one cries, then we know how to look at the big one. So that is why we have problem. We also must teach the young one to respect the elders. But normally we also give in. No, that's why when you grow up, you must respect the elder brother and sister more, because they have been very patient, and they always give in. I remember my elder sister always give in for the other siblings. She's the eldest, so anything extra, I say no problem, let them have. If she don't have to go to school, let them go to school. Elderly sisters especially, they are more giving than taking. So Aisha also feel a bit, and then he got upset and said, I will expect you on such a day enjoying one of your wife. Yeah. He then said, Anna Arashak, who said, it is my head that truly hurts. Summon your father and brother so that I will write a letter of assignment. It's just like wasiyat for Abu Bakr, the father. Because I'm afraid that a sayer would say and a wisher would wish, I am more worthy of leadership, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as well as the believer, will reject anyone other than Abu Bakr. You know? Of course, the Prophet ﷺ are very careful. He don't want people that create fitna to whatever he said. No? If you are not happy, then you got to write something and call your father. Yeah? And of course, the Prophet is also telling that no one will reject what Abu Bakr said. What I say, no, I don't know because this is my family, but what the father said will reconfirm, yeah, that what I want to do is the best. No? It is a condition for the man who entered the grave to bury the body not to have recent sexual intercourse, jima. If the closest relatives do not fulfill this condition, others will have more right to burying the body, even if it were a woman and they were not her mahram. Meaning, of course, the best one to bring down the body to the ground, to the hole, is the husband or the children who are mahram, you know, or the brother or the uncle of this woman who passed away. Then the Prophet said, whoever have intercourse last night, because normally you bury the body today, then maybe before death, you do not know, death is always a surprise. You may have good day with your wife, suddenly the next day the family member pass away. So you may also want to participate to go down into the hole and to bring down the body. So the Prophet ﷺ remind his companions and also the family. Anas reported that he witnessed the janazah of one of Allah's messenger's daughter. Allah's messenger sat near to the grave, his eyes tearing, and asked, is there among you a man who did not approach his wife last night? He asked. He was just next to the burial ground, the hole. I replied, Abu Talha, I did not. So the Prophet ﷺ told him, go down into her grave then. And he went down and buried her. In another report of this incident, Anas said that Allah's messenger said, in the hadith, the meaning, any man who has approached his wife last night may not enter into the grave. And this rule is not being exposed to a lot of Muslims until today. Last Sunday, when the father of Sister Zaila passed away, Monday, we were there to remind, Alhamdulillah, the grave digger, majority of them also do not know this ruling. Sometimes they offer a helping hand. Of course, they allow the closest to the family members to go down, but sometimes they also will go down because we don't have experience how to bring down the body, how to carry the body. So I remind them, whoever have any relation with their wife last night, you cannot go down. You have to come up. So the best way to do that, not to embarrass anybody, we will ask the family member who is going into the hole. And they say, me. I say, okay. Now, have you had any relation with your wife last night? They say, no. Okay. Close case. You know what to do. But the Prophet said that why? Because the Prophet forgot to remind them before. Because the daughter passed away, she also feel very sad. But when the thing is happening, he remember. So he remind those who are down there. And one of them said, Ya Rasul, said, come up. And Abu Talha went down, replaced with Abu Talha. And Abu Talha is not their mahram. It's not the daughters,
mahram, because this is one of the daughter of the Prophet who passed away. We know all the daughters and the children of the Prophet passed away before him, except Fatima. Except Fatima. The only daughter that survived until the Prophet ﷺ passed away is Fatima. And even then, Fatima was hoping and asking the Prophet, the father, to pray that she will be the earliest to join him after the Prophet passed away. She asked for that. And Allah kabul the prayer of the Prophet. And the Prophet prayed for her. After 6 months of the death of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Fatima passed away. So amongst the family of the Prophet, the one who followed the Prophet is Fatima, the nearest. Yeah. Then later on, the other wife passed away. Yeah. But Fatima is the one who followed the Prophet. Yeah. 6 months after the death of the Prophet ﷺ. That's why the Prophet said, any man who has approached his wife last night may not enter into the grave. And this ruling is not been shared by a lot of people today. Nobody bothered to ask. Nobody bothered to remind the people. And this is one of the sunnah that the Prophet ﷺ have commanded. And this sunnah is very close to sunnah wajib, because he command. But if there's no other people, then whoever is down there, they can give a helping hand. But if there's an option, so the best one, if you go down and then if somebody asks you, anybody have relation with your wife last night, you feel embarrassed, you know. Then everybody will, oh, you have good time last night. Huh? Then people will gossip. It's not nice. So it's easier to check from the beginning. So there are many ways for us to make things easier, and so that we don't embarrass anyone. Yeah, inshallah. Osman ibn Affan, the third caliph, did not enter the grave to bury her. This is the wife of Osman. Osman married 2 daughters of the Prophet ﷺ. The first one, and then after the first one passed away, the Prophet offered the second one. Yeah. But the Prophet said, if I still have any daughters, I will give it to Osman. Yeah. It's very weird, the relationship between the Prophet and his companion, you know. They are so close. Age-wise is maybe 5, 10 difference. But their daughter, the Prophet's daughter, he offered to Osman. Offered to Ali. Ali is very young, alhamdulillah. But Osman is quite old too. Age is not a problem. But Osman is a good man. What the Prophet always pray for is to make sure that the daughter is being passed over to a righteous man. A man who loves Allah is more important than a young, handsome, rich man. For us, that's what we want to look for. No, if my daughter is a very pretty girl, wow, we are aiming for the royal one. Yeah, royal, no, and red, and yellow. That's why sometimes they said we have yellow a bit, no. Ada kuning sikit. We are looking for the yellow one. Yeah. No, because our value of life is very different. We value things. We don't value iman. Our Prophet value iman because that is lasting. Iman will last forever. When things, you want money, the man can give you everything, but no love. Is that what you want in life? Love is more important than just diamond ring, jade, ruby, Love is more important. But if they can give both, alhamdulillah. No, but if you give one choice, you want my love or you want a diamond ring? We want both. Sister said both. If he can give both, alhamdulillah. If not, he said, no, choose. Either one, I choose love lah. Yeah, but when you have love, the diamond ring will come together. You must be wise. You want diamond, he give you diamond, no love. So you must be wise. Yeah? It's like our children. If you please us, then they'll get everything they want. No. Allahu Akbar. Make the right choice, please. Especially for our young daughters. Yeah? And Nawawi commented, this is one of the hadiths used as evidence in that men are the one who conduct the burial, even if the deceased was a woman. It is well known that Abu Talha was non-mahram to the Prophet's daughter. He is not the family of the Prophet. He is not uncle, nothing. He is just a companion of the Prophet. You know, Abu Talha is one of the reward from Mecca. He is from Mecca. And he migrated to Medina and became a Muslim. At first, it's because of a woman. You know, he had a lover before Islam. And his lover is Rumaysa. Rumaysa was a disbeliever before, like Abu Talha. Before Islam, both of them are lovers. Romeo and Juliet, very close. And Abu Talha have a lot of things. They have camel, they got goats. You know. One day, Rumaysa became a Muslim. After Rumaysa became Muslim, said, okay, if you want me, you must be a Muslim. If not, khalas. Abu Talha said, Rumaysa, what do you want from me? You want cattle, I'll give you the cattle. Last time they used gold and silver. They don't use paper money, have no value. You know, you want gold, I give you gold. You want silver, I give you silver. He said, no, I only want you to become a Muslim. Because I'm ashamed that I believe in Allah and my darling is an idol worshipper. Okay, he don't use the word darling. I use the term only to make it closer. Yeah. Habibi. Yeah. Then what did Abu Talha say? What do you want from me? Of course, faith is something you cannot force. Then Rumaysa migrate to Medina. After the Prophet migrate to Medina and the companions start to migrate, Rumaysa also migrate to Medina. Khalas. Now, when you are in love, brothers and sisters, love is blind. And sometimes you feel so lonely because of that. Even you have the money and everything, but your loved one, your heart is, half of your heart is somewhere else. So, he remembered, Rumaysa said to Abu Talha, if you want to marry me, you become a Muslim. And your Islam will be a dowry for me. That's all I ask. I don't need the goat, the camel, everything you keep. I don't want gold and silver. You just come to Islam and I will take that as a dowry for me. So Abu Talha remember this. Rumaysa have left. So he migrated to Medina. Now when he migrated to Medina, he went to see the Prophet and he said, Ya Rasulullah, make me a Muslim. I want to accept Islam. The Prophet made Shahada to Abu Talha, and immediately after Shahada, I said, Ya Rasulullah, I have another favor. I have a girlfriend who have migrated here earlier before me, and she said to me, my coming to Islam will be a mahar to marry her. Can you arrange this for me? The Prophet summoned Rumaysa, called someone to look for Rumaysa. Rumaysa came, and the Prophet asked her, did you make such kind of promise? He said, yes. Are you ready? Yes. The Prophet just conduct the nikah. No cost. They don't have to attend any nikah courses. No. Just become a Muslim, and then later on they became and then they got married. Alhamdulillah. But Abu Talha became one of the very close companion of the Prophet. Even the intention of him entering to Islam is because of Rumaysa. And that's why the hadith of the Prophet make it very clear. Innamal a'malu binniyat. Every deed that you engage in depend on your intention. فَمَنْ كَانَتْ هِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ فَهِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. If whoever migrate for the sake of Allah and follow the Prophet, he will get Allah's blessing and the sunnah of the Prophet, the shafa. فَمَنْ كَانَتْ هِجْرَتُهُ لِدُنْيَا يُصِيبُهَا. If you migrate because of worldly things, you get the worldly things. أَوْ إِمْرَأَةً يُنْقِهُهَا فَهِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى مَا هَاجَرَ إِلَيْهِ. If your migration is for a woman, you get the woman. So his migration is because of Rumaysa. But neither the Prophet said, no, your Islam must be sincere, not because of Rumaysa. No problem, even your intention, Rumaysa first, but later on you can improve and change your intention. Intention can be developed, no problem. A lot of people first enter Islam when the Prophet entered Makkah, Fatul Makkah. It's not because of the belief so much. It's because the Prophet was so kind and give them goats by valley. The animals that the Prophet got from the spoil of war, Ghanima, the Prophet just give 10, 100, 1,000 of cattle. Take it. Just want to win them over that we are not here for dunya. We just want you to believe in Allah. Dunya is nothing to us. This make the leader, the leader of the tribe say, Muhammad is a good man. You see, he give me so many things without any condition. And we have hurt him before. In return, he still give it to us. I never find anybody who is so kind to me than him. I think I want to be a Muslim. Sometimes you can just buy them over. There's nothing wrong. And that's why in doing da'wah, you must have this kind of support. You must, whoever Allah gives you extra and you do not know how to do da'wah, you don't have the experience, you know who is active in da'wah, you support them. So that when the person go out for da'wah, when they encountered all the poor people, they'll try to give it to them something. And this is from Allah. You may open their heart, soften their heart, and then they may come to Islam. And you will get your share, even you are not involved directly, but the support came from you, example. That's why Allah said, وَجَاهِدُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِأَمْوَالِكُمْ وَأَنفُسِكُمْ. Most of the ayat when Allah said, make jihad. The best jihad is to save life, not to destroy, not to kill, to call people to Islam. That's why I was talking to the Chinese sister when the Zayla's father passed in the mosque. The Chinese sister brought another Chinese sister from China who are not yet Muslim into the mosque. It's good, let them experience how we handle our funeral. No, we want them to know how simple, how easy the Islamic funeral. And we talk about what happened in China, hui jiao. And then the word hui is like return back, reward. If you say hui jia, means back home, come back home. So they hui jiao. Hui is return. So we want them to think we are returning back to the origin. We are returning back to worship the true God. No? And it's good. Yeah. If we have to spend more on them, spend. And then they feel, why you Muslims are good people. Why must I reject this good religion? They may come to Islam. And Allah said, jihad with your property first. Jahidu fi sabili bi amwalikum, then yourself. Because Allah knows we love money more than ourselves. You know, sometimes you look at the chattier, they have so much money behind, yeah? They put in the safety box. But they eat pisang, and also they eat bananas, and what? Putumayam. No, they are so stingy. They don't want to spend, but they have a lot of money behind them to loan, to get riba in return. No. So Allah knows we love money more than things. Yeah, more than ourselves sometimes. That's why we work so hard to get more money. Even we are not well, we still work. And overtime because we want more money. Yeah. That's why Allah said, sacrifice your money first. If you love Allah, you must prove yourself by sacrifice your property first. Yeah? There is Abu Talha. Alhamdulillah. Then his intention changed, and he became one of the good companions of the Prophet. But was one of the righteous men present? There was no mahram present except the Prophet who probably had an excuse for not entering her grave, as well as her husband Osman ibn Affan. It is well known that her sister Fatima and other women were available, which indicate that women may not enter into a grave and conduct the burial. Because the others is there, but none of them went down. Because the woman's fitra, they are not that strong compared with the man to carry a dead body down. It's not easy. Ibn Hajar, or Al-Hafiz Ibn Hajar commented, these hadiths indicate that a person who has not recently experienced sexual pleasure is given priority over a father and a husband in conducting the burial, even for a woman. Yeah? Burying the body, inshallah, we can read it first, and later on we can just share with you in the coming class, inshallah. But this is something for us to learn. Which one come first, which one come later. But if the situation do not permit, then no problem. Whatever comes first, as long as you do the burial as soon as possible. Yeah? But what is important to all the brothers and sisters, now next time, if any of your member who pass away, especially not only woman, male or female body, whoever want to go down, make sure they don't have any relationship, intercourse with their wife last night. If they have last 2 nights, no problem. Not the immediate night. Please remember this. I know sometimes we don't remember a lot of things. We hope that we get a good scholar to help us, so the good scholar may remind the others. This happened just last Monday, alhamdulillah. And I remember I don't have to ask them at that point of time. I check who is going down before that. They said 1, 2, 3, okay. They said maybe 4 already. I said no, 3 enough. 4 is too crowded. It's very difficult. Small. Then I said, check with them now. Whoever want to go down, have they have any relation with their wife? Confirm, no, okay. If there's one, then replace him. Easier. I know sometimes when you ask them at the point of time, even they have malula, and then we pretend no. But actually, yes. Because the companions is different. The companion, if the Prophet said that, there's nothing for them to be ashamed. It's the sunnah. It's a command. They will just say, yes, I have my relation with the wife last night. Then he will just come up. But we are very different. No? May Allah protect us, inshallah, and guide all of us to do the best, yeah, for the burial, yeah, inshallah. Any other question? Now we are open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Naam. Sister Fauzia, faddal.
Assalamu alaikum to Allah, Ustad.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
In the beginning of the class, you did some dua for people who have passed away and also for people who are sick. Okay, can you do dua for people who are not yet Muslim, who are sick?
Oh yes, may Allah give him hidayah.
Okay,
Yes.
my father-in-law, he's sick.
No.
He's been in and out hospital, very serious. So his name is John. John
Allah
Beaton
yashfi, yahdi. Now, for a not yet Muslim, we always pray for hidayah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is the most important prayer
And
for
make
the
him
non-believer.
open his heart to
Yeah,
Islam.
open his heart. Number one. But then it is highly recommended some Muslim visit him. Yeah, Muslim visit him and remind him. Yeah,
Well, David has been doing that every time he goes there,
Alhamdulillah. Good.
but he's still very stubborn.
Never mind. Of course, we do warming ceremony. When people enter a new house, the Prophet recommend us to recite Surah Al-Baqarah in a new house. So these are from the Rewards family. Alhamdulillah. We love to be in that environment more than other environment. Why? Because give us the opportunity to explain further about Islam to the family members who are not yet Muslim. So we grab that as an opportunity. You know, I normally, if people have one function here only for the Muslim,